Hi guys, 18 Dapper here, and today it's a match preview. It's Doncaster Rovers versus Accrington Stanley at the Keepmoat Stadium Tuesday night. Let's get this video started. So we're getting very close to the end of the season, 3 games left, and today's match preview, Donny versus Accrington Stanley. If you're new to the channel, this is the way that the match previews are formatted. We look at the previous meetings, current form, a player focus for a Donny Rovers player. We look at the one to watch for this, in this case, Accrington Stanley, and then the score prediction, my score prediction at the end. So previous meetings, the two teams have only played each other 5 times, and it's not good reading for Donny once again. We've only won 1, we've drawn 1, Accrington have won 3. So only have to go back as far as 2006 for the first game. It was a Checkatrade Trophy, then it was a Johnson's Paint Trophy at home, and we won that game 2-0, the only win. And then in 2010, it was another cup game, the League Cup at home. This time it was a 2-1 defeat. And then we've had 3 league games, 2 in League Two, which it was an away defeat 3-2, and then a home draw 2-2 in the 16-17 season. And then earlier on this year, away from home, it was a 1-0 defeat. Looking at the league table, I'm currently videoing this before the Luton Town Accrington Stanley game. That is kicking off in half an hour, but very busy weekend. This is going to get scheduled for Sunday. I'm having to do it now because this is the only time I've got. So the league table, this is how it stands now. It will change in the next 2 hours though. So Donny, we are still occupying 6th spot. Not a great Good Friday for us. Peterborough drawing, but we just weren't at the races against Sunderland. I've said my piece on Facebook. Don't think we turned up. Sunderland wanted it a lot more, but there were decisions by the referee, in my opinion, that he got wrong. Not very good officiating, but that's football. We have to move on, and this is the important game now. Tuesday night, it's a must-win just to keep a hold on that 6th spot. Peterborough drawing have pulled that 5-point gap down to a 4-point gap. Still can't overtake us with that game in hand, which is against Portsmouth though, so that is the silver lining on this cloud. Looking at the bottom of the table, or the bottom half of the table, we've got Accrington Stanley there in 16th on 48 points as it stands, but a draw or victory against Luton will pull them a little bit further away from that drop zone. Honestly, I think Luton will win today, so I think the table is going to probably look as it does now come Tuesday night. So 3 points away from the drop, so Accrington Stanley will be fighting for their lives. On to current form. So Donny got beat on Friday, but 4 wins out of the last 5 is not bad form. Accrington Stanley, very hit and miss at the minute. 2 defeats, a draw and a victory in the last 5, and then put the question mark there for today's game against Luton. As I say, I'm expecting that to be an L, but we never know at this stage of the season. So I've already mentioned we will be looking to put the performance at Sunderland behind us. A win at home will go a long way to doing that. Home form's good. I'm a lot more confident at home than I am away, and we need to sort out our away form if we are going to stand any chance in the playoffs this season, if we make them at all. Accrington Stanley, just mentioned it, form is very hit and miss, but a team fighting for their lives, you never know what they're going to pull out on the day. A tough final 4 fixtures for Stanley, starting with Luton today, and then they've got us on Tuesday, Plymouth and Portsmouth to finish off the season. So Plymouth down there fighting, Portsmouth fighting for the automatic, so very tough running for Accrington Stanley. Moving on to player focus for Donny, I've gone with Ben Whiteman, 45 appearances, 5 goals, 7 assists. So he's been out for a short while with an injury. He's had some new treatment. that's not really been done before. I don't know the details of it. He was expected to be out for a little bit longer than what he was. Came back into the team against Sunderland, and for me, he looked a different player. It didn't look as easy on the ball. Looked a little bit laboured, but hopefully we've got Vicky again. Hopefully the injury hasn't caused too much damage mentally as well as physically, and we get Ben Whiteman back to the player he was before. The one to watch for me for Accrington Stanley has got to be Billy Key. Their forward, 46 appearances, 15 goals, 6 assists. Accrington Stanley's top scorer, and Billy's been their go-to man for goals this season. He's also joint second on assists for Accrington Stanley this season as well. So he's been involved in a lot of goals, and he's been involved more often than not. So for me, Billy Key is the one to keep an eye on Tuesday night. And finally, moving on to the score prediction, everybody is waiting for this. As I said, I am much more confident at home than away. I think they'll be wanting to put the performance and the result from Sunderland behind us. We'll be wanting to keep a grip on that 6th spot. So I think we'll be well up for it, and I am going for a 3-1 win. Hopefully Marquis gets his shooting boots back on. Don't think he had a lot to play with on Friday. Midfield need to win the battle a lot more than what they did on Friday. We will see. As I said, end of the season, every team is fighting for the points, so who knows, but that is my prediction. There will be a match day vlog for this, so if you've enjoyed this, stick a big thumbs up on it for us, please. Subscribe if you haven't already. Accrington Stanley fans as well, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the match day vlog. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.